Right, winter train jousting.
Greetings.
Looks like you're all set. Need anything before we start? Yep. Please explain a little bit about jousting. Most people think you just have to knock your opponent off their horse, but there's a bit more to it than that. You aim with your lance for your opponent's shield or helm, and they do the same to you. Depending on what happens, you score points. Your accumulated points in each match will be denoted with flags showing the purple dragon of Cormyr. So how does the scoring work? The first one to get to 3 points wins. You get 1 point if you break your lance. That shows you did a good strike. You get 2 points if you strike a helm, as that's difficult, and of course a full 3 points if you unhorse your opponent. If you're both at 3 points, you continue till one beats the other. The truth is though, you should learn a little about the jousting positions before you enter the tourney, or you'll be on your rump fast. That's where I come in. As a rule, the aggressive attacks restrict the attacker's position to more vulnerable seating positions. The defensive attacks permit more defensive postures. I'll set you up with an opponent and tell you a bit about their styles and how to beat them. Then you can try it for real. Are you ready? Sure. I'll be honest with you, most of these squires are pretty useless in a joust, as they always aim in the same place. But that makes them good for training against. Well, that suits us too. We're not exactly experts. Let me see then. Your opponent in this match will be Squire Fiona Huntcrown. Ah yes, Squire Fiona. She likes to go for the center of the top of the shield, at the pale chief. Some call this strike the Maimer's aim, cause it has a high chance of glancing from the top of the shield and injuring your opponent, so it is not popular with crowd or knight. There's only one clear way to be sure of avoiding the Maimer's aim, or pale chief strikes, and that's to lean left. At the same time, your opponent has a limited set of defensive positions they can take, making them vulnerable. Why don't you try and find one? Okay. I have no idea what to do. How does the selection work? Okay. Ooh. That's very convenient. Select your strike position. The shield shows each strike position available to you. Right. Thank you, game. Whoever made this, you're a goddamn hero. We don't want to go for the helm. I think that if you aim at the top line, you basically are using an aggressive stance, so you make yourself vulnerable. Let's go up here with the DF. Dexter Fess. Your opponent is ready to charge. You had better prepare you in your mind how you will defend it. Left. Okay, steady seat. Shield high, shield low, lean left. And then we see the results. Okay. Glancing blue. That's a point, probably. No, it's not, because we didn't break our lance. I will make her more vulnerable in the next time. Do I see a weakness protecting your left side? Go to FP. Face pale. Okay, can I go back? No. So if you aim at the center, fucking shield high. Because if she's always going for the helmet, we probably want to try to protect our head as much as possible. So glance. Because the goal here is to, if we aim at the center, we cannot lean left. So the DF strikes at least allows for that. I guess these practice opponents don't really shift their tactics all that much. That's why they're practice opponents. I think we should try to go for the upper portion of the shield. See if we can do a lean left at the when we aim at the top of the left shield, left portion of the shield. DC. Lean left. It's a bit more aggressive stance, but makes my head vulnerable, I guess. I got a point, I guess. Maybe? I'm surprised it takes this long. Okay, I don't see why we shouldn't keep trying the same thing. Again, practice opponent isn't gonna shift tactics. Both missed. Okay. So quite a bit more time consuming and uneventful than I imagined. She is doing different things though. Try the defensive version. Leaning left protects me, I guess. I'll try the base attack. What does it allow? Lean right. Lower helm. We definitely want to lower helm at the very least. But it allows you to lean right. Probably all the attacks aiming for the right side of the shield also allow for the right lean. We lost. No, is it even? Because we got a point and we got defeated. Dehorsed. We'll have to go with the defensive left-leaning attack, I think. Because the key is to protect ourselves, so we don't get dehorsed another time and get any kind of a score. So that will basically decide the match. I'm gonna keep repeating the same thing, seeing if she's going to alter her tactics or not. This sort of just seems like a version of rock, paper, scissors more than anything else. Because you have to decide what you're gonna do beforehand, and there's really nothing more you can do after that. So choose your two options, then see what the enemy decided to do. And that's it. That's all you can do. Glancing below is not a point. Now this is becoming tedious. It just goes on and on and on and nothing happens. Hopefully there's not gonna be all that much jousting. I mean, I don't mind that it's here, but there's the but. There's really nothing to this. Even if she would change things, it's not like I can do all that much. I can choose my options and then that's it. And every time I do it, we waste 30 seconds. Probably more. Not quite a minute, but still way too much time. Yay! And nothing happened, so we get to wait another minute before we get to attack again. Yeah, this isn't fun. Not fun at all. I mean, it's great that someone made a system for this, but I wouldn't want to play it if I don't absolutely have to at all. This isn't even rock, paper, scissors. This is like you do your rock, paper, scissors on your own, and then you get a reveal to see what the other player did. You don't even get to play against him face to face, or try to determine what he chooses, or try to predict something. Right, we can only do glancing strikes this way. I think it has an effect. To get enough glancing strikes, you are gonna get results at some point, but and this is just a... I'm certainly not doing another practice one, even though it probably would do a lot of good for me. This takes too long. We're gonna keep doing the DF until we win. It's we're gonna miss most about 50% of the time and get a glancing blow the other time, but it should produce a result in the end. Probably. No points. Yeah, no one's getting any points here. There are only losers in this fight. I don't recall what the exact effect of glancing blows was though. Doesn't really matter. I can check it afterwards. Ah, no score. I can sort of understand why jousting sort of died as a competing form of sport. Probably the left-leaning offensive one is the best choice, but we should be getting a glancing hit now. Yep, we won. Got a good hit. 1 point. 4 to 3 points. We won.
Greetings.
About 15 is now over, and we have a winner of the match. Pickup Lomain now has 4 points, Squire Fiona Hunt Crown has 3 points. Pickup Lomain is the winner of this match. No! Oh, fuck no, never again. So, can I... Can I go and compete now? I mean, I can always load if things go badly for us. Why would I care? I want to enter the tournament. Actually, I sort of want to look at the book. What the hell do glancing blows do? Sinister Face is the only strike that gives total freedom of posture. Glancing blows. Not all blows score points, but even so, jousting is a difficult and tough sport, and even a glancing blow may unsettle an opponent. Knights that are struck in such a way often become shaken and unable to adjust their posture properly. Those that are struck by a second such blow become stunned and are unable to adjust their posture at all. Even a further glancing blow will unseat a knight in such a situation, so unsettle, unsettle, stun, unseat. It could be a strategy used against certain targets, I guess. Yeah, let's go. What color will your lance be, sir? Big black lance. Very good, sir. You will be jousting from the south end, and your accumulated points over a match will be displayed with the purple dragon flag. Your opponent's accumulated points in the match will be tallied with the tower flags. As this is your first tournament joust, you will be matched against another novice jouster, Squire Argon True Silver. Okay. Let's start with a conservative strategy again. No, let's go with the DC option. I mean, we can always load. Steady C. 1-1. Same strike, different posture. I think since we have the points advantage, we should keep things defensive. Although if we can score a point now, it's the end of it. Still, aiming for the DC seems to be a good area here. I'm gonna repeat my first jousting run, first bout. Hopefully with similar results, that'll end things. Yeah. This match has now been completed. Yeah, okay. Just remember though, once a tourney has started, it will not wait for you. If you have a match, you could forfeit if you can't be found. Okay, I just want to save in the middle of here. You will find, sir, that you are now up against experienced jousters, opponents who are skilled and hard to beat. Your opponent in this match will be Sir Azar Trucifer. Press J to bring up your journal and check any tips for this jouster. So we should talk to more people about these. Was incompleted. Yeah, Lady Ariane Fitzcormant. We definitely should probably talk to more people about these jousters. Alternatively, we fail and reload. I think we're gonna keep on with our conservative tactics until we see it fail. Start with the DF. Left lean. Point for us. DC steady seats. Got another point, he got a glancing strike. Okay, he got 2 points. He hit me in the helmet, right. Maybe he's a helmet hitter then. Huh. Go for DC. Ooh. Opponent is ready. Fuck. You have been shaken from the violent hit you took last round. You are restricted. Okay, I'm basically boned. Shield high then. Try to protect the head. It seems like we really need to protect the head as much as possible. Also, I sort of dislike how the choosing your options work. Because you can only see after you chose the first option what you can do in the second one. So you have to be very experienced to know beforehand what you can basically choose in the second option. Which seems odd, because if I have a plan to strike there and do a left lean, I would like to know if that's even possible. I mean, surely my character would know if he feels able to do it. The lowered head. Yeah, he hits me in the helmet, I guess. Not sure how you're supposed to protect from that. Oh no, that was a glancing blow. So ducking your head seems like a good option. He seems to also go for aggressive strikes. So maybe a defensive stance would be better for us. We just need to make sure he can't really get us all that badly. Victory for us. I don't like the jousting too much. I mean, I appreciate the effort they've made for it, but I don't care for it. So I'm just going to save scum my way through this. Sir Reginald Hunt Silver. I have no idea what Sir Reginald is all about. Still, I don't want to aim for the helmet at any point, or really at the upper part of the shield, because that's apparently a shitty thing to do. Let's go for the base. Defensive left, Lower left strike. This will stop working at some point, I'm sure. Yep, and this is the point. So no left leaning against this one. Does that make him vulnerable to right lean tactic? Or do I want to stay steady? The problem is, steady seems to bring out equal results, so it's not particularly good either. We have to create an advantage somehow. Maybe aim for the upper parts of the shield. Could be that defensive tactics aren't particularly good against this guy. Okay, let's go for the right upper portion and lean right, or lean steady. Go lean right. And quick, with a take at a point with a glancing hit. Yep. Much better for him. Not much of an option here. I'm guessing this will go point K. Both get a point, most likely. Ooh, no. Sir Baradin Hawklin. How many of these do we have to win? What happens if you lose these? Okay, let's go for the CP, child porn, and shield high. Well, at least I got a point out of it. Yeah, they don't like it. Upper part of the shield, cowardly blow. I think we're gonna leave it at that one strike. Lower left, lean left. think I'm gonna go hit directly to the shield next with a balanced stance. It's hard to get unseated that way, but it's also hard to get any great results that way. But we don't need great results, we just need a point. So center shield, steady stance, FP. You have defeated all of your opponents, sir. You are the Joust champion. And there was much rejoicing. We are accepting gifts. What gifts? 500 gold pieces, yay. 500 experience points, yay, and Ring of Resistance +1, yay, saving throws. Plus we get to glow orange. That's really the best part, isn't it? And I'm not even kidding about that. Otherwise, every time we travel in night or in dungeons, it's gonna be a pain in the ass, because you can't see any colors really. So any kind of light sources were very welcome. And instead of 1 gold piece, we have 501 gold pieces, so that's good too. If I sold the katana, I could get a adventuring license at this point. Or can I? Or a weapon license? Well, some sort of a license anyway.
Greetings.
Everything okay? Bit thirsty? The horse is actually quite good compared to the other horse. Right. Let's talk to Sir Hawkling. I'd like to hear what exactly is his offer. Is he still here? Master of the Joust. Minor nobles, I don't think he's here anymore. So, let's meet him within the castle. Once we've dealt with him, we can think about what we're gonna do next. Probably going to end it there, depending on what exactly he has to say for us. Oh, he's not here, is he? Horses are at the hitching post. But he is at the tournament somewhere, apparently. Fair enough. Where exactly is he, though? Did I just miss him, or...?
No.
Maybe in the entertainment tents? Oh. I'm actually interested in seeing what is in the entertainment tents. War Wizard Competition Master. These might be good ways to earn money in the game.
Oi, what can I get ya?
Okay, what is this? It's a feat of strength challenge. You have 30 seconds to do as much damage as you can to this combat dummy using weapons only. If you beat the current record, your name goes on the dummy as champion, and you win 50 golden lines. Yeah, blow me. This is even if the games are not trash, you don't play this shit for mini games.
Well met.
Oh man, what can I do for you? I've ridden in the chows. Have I done enough to convince you that I'm worthy to be taken on as your squire? Could you doubt it? With riding like that, only a fool would turn you down. You are a dark horse, WCoC, winning a tourney when no one knows of you. Suffice to say, you have convinced me of your worth, and I will most certainly take you and any companions on as squires. I can only apologize that I was not able to offer you squiredom without first forcing you to prove your worth. Why was it such a difficult choice? Times are very hard. The raids out of Hollock Forest have us very stretched, and a combination of the war and all the piracy on Lake Wyvern Water has put such a strain on my finances that even taking on new squires has to be seriously considered. Many grumble that Laheralson and the Purple Dragon should be doing more, but that is not my jurisdiction, and there is nothing I can do about it. Especially while the Sembians watch our borders so avidly. You have already done enough, Sir Gilbert. I tell you again, it is Valetto that is behind the piracy on the lake. You have said it before, Imelda. I have to tell you that if it weren't for Valetto's loans and the fact that he is the only ready buyer of my lands, I would have been bankrupted long ago. Your merchant rivalries should not blind you to the fact that he is on our side. WCoC, let me introduce you to Imelda, my business partner. She heads our ivory imports. They are the constant target of piracy on the lake. Have I already met? I don't recall. Pleased to meet you. Well, WCoC, the tournament is drawing to an end. Feel free to enjoy what is left of it, then come over to the castle where I shall give you your first task. We shall see what we can do about these raiders. Yay!
I greet you.
Right, she's the one who's very proud of being a merchant and not a shopkeeper. Fine, fine, fine. Level 3 is Fear, a Fear spell, usable once per day. Not particularly interesting, but Purple Dragon Knight only has 5 levels anyway, so we might as well go full in with this. Maybe not. The thing is, it's great at getting persuasion skill points. So if we raise it all now, we don't get all the type of persuasion, but if we raise it a little bit later, we can get much more out of it. So we really need some special ability here. Inspire Courage. That's a good one. Can be used twice per day. Actually, it's pretty much the only good one. Also Wrath, +2 bonus to attack, damage, saves, and skill versus single enemy. Final Stand. A lot of hit points to extra hit points to a number of allies equal to Purple Dragon's Knight level, so 5. Plus Charisma bonus, so probably closer to 8. No, 7. Still, it's a decent buff, especially if we combine it with Inspired Courage. We get a lot of bonuses to a lot of guys, and we can give them extra hit points too. This might not be a bad combination if you could somehow mix Bard with this too. Basically the ultimate support character who can give massive buffs to a lot of people. What do you need? You just need an attack bonus and some skills, so yeah, it's doable. The fighters just get it much faster than anyone else. And the combat seems to be balanced toward you having some kind of a martial character, but that's usually not a tight restriction. Clever use of other classes can also prevail. But really, you want to go to level 5 before things get really good. 4 is okay. Fear could be useful. I have no recollection of what that is like as a spell. Right. Maybe we do want more Intimidate. I don't think so. More praise. I don't think so. We care about humbling. It helps. It certainly helps, especially in horse fighting, because you are sort of constantly trying to fight the position where you can attack from. So there's a lot of attacks of opportunity you attract. Still, discipline isn't important until it's very important, and then it's too late to take discipline. So, take the discipline. Fear ability. Fear spell with a caster level equal to his character level. That's so 7th level fear spell. As a 7th level character. I'm not sure if it'll make much of a difference. Frog? Horse is no longer nowhere to be seen. Ah, that's the horse, I guess. Okay, can I finally get the meeting? Go exploring first. We might not have the luxury later on. We should also report that someone would try to hire us to locate hidden entrances. It's fairly important because there's a high probability that they will find out if there are any. One of them said of 6 statues in Hofling's castle. You hear something. The sound of pots clattering and bubbling, so kitchen. This is highly suspicious. Not that big of an area. I'll see if I can go to the upper levels. Just to take a look, nothing more. Or someone tells me I can't actually go there. Ramparts. This would probably be more relevant if you were here uninvited. Strongbox key. Belonging to one of the sons of Sir Gilbert Hawkling. Strongbox key. Better not start stealing quite yet. This is pretty much the only help we've gotten so far, so not gonna screw him over. Our only ally. House Obarsker, the royal lineage of Cormyr. The founding of the Kingdom of Cormyr and the identity of the first king is in Suzail is debated among scholars. One minor school of thought considers a farmer known only as Mondar as the first leader of the settlement of Suzail, and accordingly the true first king. A more popular theory among historians in the royal court holds that Undeath Obarskir was in fact the first king of Cormyr. There is no dispute that Undeath Obarskir was in his day the true leader of his people. However, Undeath did not style himself as a king. Indeed, Undeath refused the title of king and any crown that was purported to be granted or affirmed by the elves. Undeath is famed among his descendants for supposedly vowing loudly, "No title is preferable to one tainted by a false duty of fealty to an elven sovereign." Whatever the case, the court historians generally agree that about 1350 years ago, in the year of the opening doors, Belthan Obarskir, son of Undeath, met with the elven king Ilfar Nelnuvi, lord of the Scepters, and his court near the ruined site of the famous goblin raid. There Ilfar gave the Belthan Obarskir the circlet of Cormanthor from his own brow, and the first knight of Cormyr knelt to swear fealty to House Obarskir. Cool, cool. Right, anything of interest here? servant. I would imagine this would be Hawkling's personal quarters then. Okay, so unless we want to be a thief, there's not much here. Balcony, ramparts. There was the other passage to the upper levels. I would assume it'll go to the ramparts directly. Right. Not quite, but still more or less right. The sons live in the tower, I guess. Access to rampart, access to roof. Nothing of interest. Still, it's not a bad idea to have a grasp of how the place is structured. Looking at the map is a little bit confusing.
Well met.
Ah, you came. Good. First of all, let me say officially welcome to my service. You will not find me a hard master, I'm sure, but there are one or two things that you must agree to before I can formally take you on. Firstly, you must agree to follow my commands until such a time as I deem you worthy of knighthood. Failure to do so will obviously release both of us of our obligations to each other.
I agree.
As do I. As long as we get revenge, that's what matters. Secondly, you must agree to conduct yourself in a manner worthy of a knight.
Yes, of course.
And congratulations, you're formally my squire. I shall lodge the necessary papers at the Crown Office. This of course gives you the right to bear arms freely by carrying out any service on my behalf. In these difficult days, many bear arms unbonded and illegally without a charter, but we shall at least try to set an example. At the very least, it will prevent the purple dragons picking on you because you are strangers.
It's an honor to serve you, my lord.
You are of course also entitled to your pay. I shall give you 1 month's salary in advance and an equipment allowance, 150 golden lions. In view of the dangerous task ahead, here you go. I suggest you buy yourself a decent horse with some of that money. Now, let us turn to your task. True to my word to you, I shall offer you the chance of revenge that you crave as soon as I can, but till now we have not been able to identify where these raids come from. At least though, we have a break. At last though we have a break. We have managed to secure a meeting with the leader of the forest folk. He may know where the raids originate from.
Forest folk?
The forest folk are a loosely bonded alliance of some of the stranger and more fey creatures in the Hollow Forest, like the centaurs and pixies. There's not much love between the forest folk and the people of Thunderstone. Forest folk accuse the townspeople of hunting them, so their leader Mantis has refused to come to Thunderstone. You must travel to a pre-arranged location in Hollock Forest and meet this Mantis there.
The option to travel here is now enabled when you leave town.
Here, take this messenger bird with you. Get the information from Mantis and then send me the bird. Do not leave the meeting place, but await further orders there. I chose the meeting place and I can reach you there with a messenger bird of my own, so I will send a reply. Let's hope that Mantis has the information we need to hit back at the raiders.
Okay. I will get on to it now. Yay. Am I only getting one person's salary? Probably yes. It'll make... we should be buying everyone a horse, otherwise it's not gonna work all that well. But that's a big investment. Because war horse is pretty much a must, otherwise they might win a fight. I can afford it, but that's pretty much all I can afford. I sort of want to get that out of the way. 2 extra war horses. We'll leave things at that. Can I now enter these places?
Yes, but I'm afraid that's impossible.
Right, I'm a squire, not a purple dragon. We want a saddle at the very least, and a 2 war horses.
Hello there.
Right. That's pretty much all I can do. No, there's one more thing. There was the missing girl, someone's daughter, and Crown Office guy had some information, but we couldn't do anything about it earlier because the tournament was on. But we might be able to do something about it now. Same with talking to some people at the inn, I guess. Didn't have adventurers charter. But I'll leave that for another time.